Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, I just wanted to come on here and talk about how, the narcissist changes for the new supply, and, they won't hoover you. They won't hoover you. So once upon a time, they would discard you, even if it's for a week, for a couple of days, for a month, even a couple of months, and come right back, right, and hoover you right back. But when this person gets with the new supply, what hurts so much is that the reality starts to kick in. See, you already knew something was up. You already knew that they were trying to misdirect you. They were trying to confuse you. And even when you came up with a logical answer, or when you told the narcissist, or the narcissist would tell you that they're not into the Jezebel spirit, they would never be with the Jezebel spirit. And a part of you felt like, there must be something great about me. It's my empathy. It's my willingness to forgive. It's my willingness to love other people that have wronged me, that, to forgive. It's my willingness to be kind, or to avoid people. You don't get along with someone, you avoid them completely. There's no in between, there's no in between. You're not willing to be around fake people. You're not willing to be around people that don't make you happy. You're not willing to be around people that don't love you. And a lot of times it takes for you to cut people and cut ties with friends and family when you're with the narcissist, because you start to see how serious it is with your health, with your mindset, with your spirit. And the narcissist acts like they're just like you, they're twisted, they're demented. They act like they're just like you, they don't like fake stuff, and that, they act like they try to avoid drama. They try to throw you off, but behind closed doors, the narcissist isn't who you think they are. You don't even know them at all. You don't know them at all. That's why they're so arrogant when they're with you, because you put your guard down. So now they become very arrogant. They're used to displaying certain behaviors around certain people, especially the people closest to them. They know how the narcissist really gets down. They're not stupid. They're not blind to the fact. They know the narcissist likes attention, and they don't care if they get it positively or negatively, So people around the narcissist knows how much the narcissist craves attention. They know the narcissist is like, they do dangerous things. They will get in a car with a stranger that they just met. This goes to male and female narcissists. They'll get in a car with someone they just met. They don't even know. They just see the nice car and they get in. The narcissist sees things. They're very visual. They're very materialistic. So the narcissist is a whole completely different person than who they are when they're around you. You might be someone who's confident yourself. You've always been confident. That's what attracted the narcissist to you. Your confidence. There was something about you, besides you being a good person, there was some type of confidence about you that intrigued the narcissist, and that it made it became like a competition, It became a competition, And at the same time, it became a situation where the narcissist felt like they could exploit it as well, And they'll tell you, I'm not into these type of women. I'm not into people with plastic plastic surgery. I'm not into, they'll tell you all these things, but you'll see their eyes wandering. You won't think nothing of it because you feel like, hey, you know, people have the right to look. But someone who's going to respect you, they know that that other woman wants them to look. You know, someone who respects you, they know that other woman wants to take the attention of your man away. And the narcissist, you know, they're constantly disrespecting you. They're constantly being overly friendly. And because you're a friendly person, you're kind of like, oh, well, I wouldn't know how to handle that situation. I probably would have done the same. You know, I probably wouldn't have took it as far as they did, but I probably would have done the same. But in actuality, no, you wouldn't have done the same. You know, the narcissist takes it to another level of disrespect. And that's because they're always seeking what they claim they don't like, what they claim they're not into. You know? So yeah, they might tell you they're not into certain things, but it's a lie. You know? So this is why when the narcissist leaves, you know, and you're questioning, oh, is this supply better than me? Do they have more than me? Are they prettier than me? Are they smarter than me? You're questioning your reality, but in actuality, you were always better than the narcissist. It's just that you didn't know your value, so you allowed your value to be lowered. And the narcissist wouldn't leave you alone until they were able to lower your value. That's what's so sick about them. They nearly want to destroy you, and when they destroy you, they're laughing at you. You know, just like the narcissist that I was with, they were laughing. Yeah, I'm the devil. You know, they were calling themselves the devil. I didn't even call them the devil. This is why I made so many videos on spirituality, because they hit you in your soul in a way where you feel so tainted. You feel like your hope is gone. Your belief in God is gone. They want to take you to the place where they're at. And that's in a place, that's in hell, you know. They don't have faith in God. They don't believe in God. You know, they don't even believe in the devil. They don't even believe in the devil. Let's just be real. So when you bring up the devil to them, they think that shit is funny. They think that shit is hilarious. They're like, the devil? The devil. Okay, I'll be that. So many people have called them that they don't care. They're like, we're not living in them days where I'm going to get hanged because you think I'm the devil. I'm not going to get stoned to death just because you call me the devil. Those type of words don't affect me. Those words don't affect me. I don't feel anything. Do you get it? I don't feel nothing. I don't care what I did to you. I don't care what you think I did to you. It was your own fault. You did it to yourself. And the more you cry, the more you're complaining, the more you're questioning this person and questioning why they're being good to the new supply and not you. You're not even realizing that you're dealing with a sick person. You're dealing with a real sick person. They don't care how much they've destroyed you. They don't care if they left you on drugs. They don't care if you die. They don't care if your children die. Because they feel like they're more important than you. They feel like their life is more valuable than yours. And it's sick when you're dealing with someone who feels like their life is so much more valuable that they feel like, hey, you know, I'm going to sacrifice you. So it's crazy when a lot of people talk about selling their souls and you don't even realize you've been selling your soul to the devil this whole time. And there comes a point in time where you're going to know you're selling yourself to the devil, because the thought is going to come across your mind and you're going to tell yourself, you know, I'm dealing with the devil. I'm dancing with the devil. The words are literally going to come to your mind. And you still will keep dancing with him. Because the devil is like, I'm not real. You know, this is just how people are. This is normal. Yeah, some people act like this. You don't want to believe the depths of evil that you're dealing with. When they're nice to you, when they start talking about their daily routine, they start telling you, oh, you know, I had a barbecue, I had a party, I had a gathering. When they start talking about normal stuff and joking around with you and talking about movies and talking about social media, things on social media, it throws you off on who they are as a person. When the narcissist can relate to you and they can talk about their own behaviors and they can talk about how you feel, the narcissist can tell you how you're feeling. They're not stupid. There comes a point in time where you ask yourself, does the narcissist know that they're a narcissist? They don't like the label, but they'll take it. They're like, okay, if that's what you have to say to put me in a category, go ahead, I don't care. You know, if you have to call me the devil to put me in a category, go ahead, I don't care. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I am who I am. There's a lot of people out here who are just like me, who are cold-hearted. But some of these people are worse than me. That's how the narcissist views it. They're like, hey, there's people out here who have, you know, who are out here murdering people. You have people out here that are human trafficking children. The narcissist feels like, at least I'm not doing that. Yeah, I might have got with you when you were 18 and ruined your life because I was never planning on taking you serious. So I wasted your prime, you know, the best years of your life. I wasted those years. So what? It's not like you were a kid. It's not like you were a kid. So what if I was older than you? So what if you didn't get to experience what I got to experience? It wasn't that fun anyway. I get bored. Those things that you wanted to do, all the celebrations you wanted to have, none of that matters to me. Yeah, I know I took you away from your family and you didn't spend holidays with anyone but me for so many years. And in the end, guess what? I just took off with the new supply. I'm spending the holidays with her family. I'm spending the holidays with my family. And we're one big happy family now. I got the type of supply I've been wanting. I got a woman of value. And that makes me a man of value. You know? That's how the narcissist views it, and that shit will piss you off. You might not be pissed off when you're still emotionally attached to them, where you love them so much that you'll let them get away with anything almost. But when all that calms down and time passes by and now they're gone, they don't even hoover you anymore. A part of the hoover, you even ask yourself, you know, you even kind of were looking forward to the hoover. Sometimes you cut no contact yourself because you wanted a hoover. A hoover, just be real. You secretly wanted the hoover because it was going to validate you. And then the narcissist knows that. They know every time they hoover you, it validates you and it gives them that open door where they feel like they can come in. You know, so them not hoovering you has nothing to do with them not being in a position to hoover you or them not wanting to. It just depends on the situation, how it ended. How much do you know? Are you willing to give me that time? Is it worth risking everything I have going on right now? Are you the type of supply that you're so angry that if I hoover you and I misrepresent myself and I act like I want to be back with you, and then I take off and I was just coming to get sex or get some type of companionship, friendship from you, advice? Are you going to be the type of person to go and try to figure out who the new supply is and tell them what I just did? Or are you someone that's just going to cry and let it go and just ignore me? The narcissist picks and chooses who they play with. So they might not hoover you right away because they want everything to soak up. They want you to soak up what happened to you. They want you to soak it up, toughen up, be strong. They don't care if you're suicide. They don't care if you kill yourself. That'll just be like, oh well. Oh well. They'll even make it seem like they loved you or something just to have a story to tell. You know? So that they don't hoover you because they're allowing you to open up your eyes so that when they do come back, you can accept being a secondary source or just someone they call when they're bored, and then they want to call you like they're your friend and talk about the past or talk about the things that they've been doing. They want to show you, they want to tell you how happy they've been. Oh, I've been living life. Oh, I've been partying. Oh, I just had a nice night out at a club. They're doing all these things and you're like, you weren't doing that with me. You weren't clubbing when we were together. You know, and it's all to make you feel like shit. It's to deepen those emotions. It's to sting you again. It's to open up those wounds again. And you're thinking, why would someone want to open up my wounds like that again? What do they get out of it? The narcissist gets energy. They get fuel. That reminds them why they did what they did to you. And that reminds them that they have something to prove to themselves. The more you cry, the more you're sad, you're expecting empathy and they have none. So to them, it's like, you know, all you're doing, I don't care about the positive or negative attention. It's still attention. I don't care if you're on your deathbed. It's fueling me and it's making me feel like you're weak. And if you're that weak, I must be stronger than you. I must be smarter than you. I must be more valuable than you. And your sadness is a reminder of why I should keep going to work every day, why I should keep making money, why I should keep myself on top with this new supply, why I should sacrifice being a gigolo and stand on my own. And then they have that new supply who's encouraging them. So you have the negative, which is you. And then you have the positive, which is the new supply who's being positive. So it's like putting batteries in a remote control. You got the positive and the negative, but guess what? The remote control is still going to work. It's going to work because it has both. And that's how the narcissist views things. So when you take yourself out, they have to remain consistently positive. And when things don't go their way or when people say things to them, they take it personal. They act like they don't because they say they don't have feelings. But they already have an idea of who they are. They feel like they are this great person. So anyone who's a threat to who they feel like they are, it's going to make the narcissist mad. It's going to make them uncomfortable. Every time they see you, they're going to be speaking ill of you. They're going to be talking shit in their mind. So this is why the narcissist won't hoover you and they'll stay with the new supply, because they have something to prove to themselves and they have something to prove to other people. The people that watched you get degraded, their family and friends, they have something to prove to those people. They know those people aren't going to like the narcissist behaviors. They might go along with it. They might not say anything to the new supply or old supply. They might not get in the middle of it, but it's going to bother the people around them. You know, especially if the people around them have went through similar situations that the narcissist is doing to others, and that person and the family and friends know what it feels like to be hurt. See, when they haven't felt what it's like to be hurt, they'll be the evilest type of flying monkeys. When they know what it feels like to be hurt, They'll take out their anger on you, especially if they haven't recovered from their traumas. But the people in the group who start to recover from their traumas, and they start to, realize how serious this behavior is, they're not going to want to be a display for the narcissist. They're not going to want to be part of their show. They'll still be around them, but they don't want parts of it. They don't want that new supply going to their house like that. The narcissist wants to show them off, wants to show the new supply off. And people are looking at them like, I'm not really interested. You've done this before. Sometimes they'll like the new supply because it's an old supply, and that's who they wanted the narcissist to be with the whole time. So they won't say anything. But a part of them knows what they did to you. Especially if they saw you in tears, if they saw you really try your best with this person, and then they feel like, dang, the narcissist went over there and played with you. Yeah, I know I wanted them to be with my best friend because they were together first. But I saw the hurt in your eyes. And yeah, some of them could be narcissists too and feel like, oh, I don't care about your hurt. But it's not going to make them respect that person, because they're going to feel like, damn, you saw the narcissist basically beat other women down, and you actually knew the truth. That person didn't know the truth, and you still took them back. Then when they start doing the same things to you all over again, I don't want to hear it, because it's actually ridiculous at that point. So things are never as perfect as the narcissist tries to make it seem. I think it's just more hurtful that they wasted your time. It's more about, you're more focused on yourself, your feelings, what you didn't get out of it. Why other people are blessed with things that you weren't blessed with in the relationship. The fact that the narcissist is enjoying their children, enjoying their holidays, enjoying things, and you're like, I can't enjoy none of that because you took that from me. You took holidays from me. So you took so many years, so many holidays from me that I can't enjoy anything anymore. You don't enjoy these things anymore. You might do them to satisfy your children or the people around you, and you want your children and the people around you to be happy, and you find joy in seeing those people happy, your children happy. But you wish that you could be more present in their happiness. You're happy, but you wish you could be more present. Because there's that thought in the back of your head that's like, the narcissist didn't want me to be happy. And you're telling yourself, I have to be happy. I have to be strong. I have to. And you wish that you could just have a genuine happiness for these moments without having that little bit of thought in your head that someone tried to take it away from you, because it feels intrusive, like they're intruding in your happy moments, and they're not even around anymore, and that was their whole goal. That was their whole mission. This is why I say, it gets to a point where you're like, does the narcissist know what they're doing? Am I the narcissist? If you're asking yourself if you're the narcissist, you're definitely not the narcissist, because the narcissist doesn't question themselves. They know they're evil, and they know that people are going to have different terminologies to represent who they are as a person, and that doesn't bother them one bit. So this is why they feel like they have something to prove with other supplies, and with other people that they run across, and they're still wearing a mask, and this is why they'll come to you years later playing with you on the phone, you know, reappear in your life to apologize to you. Sometimes they don't apologize, but trust me, I know a lot of people who've had narcissists come back years later to apologize, and they were at their lowest. I have a cousin that's in real estate, and she was making lots of money when she was with her narcissist, and he ended up stealing a lot of money from her, and it left her really messed up because she got married to him basically, and she trusted him with money, with like money from the family, you know. She trusted him because everything is, you know, they had joint bank accounts and things like that. So she trusted this man to not steal from her because it's her husband, you know. And he stole all this money from her. And after stealing all this money from her, she divorced him. She ended up starting her own real estate company. And she started bringing in even more money. You know, she's over here driving, you know, big, nice, you know, cars and trucks, and, you know, have really nice real estate. And, you know, he came back to apologize. But by the time he came back to apologize, she was already dating again. She got remarried again. And she finally had her first child. After she got played and started all over again and succeeded, and she didn't stop. And for me to see people that I actually know that started from the bottom and really, you know, went through situations just like me with narcissists, it just lets you know that you can feel hopeless. You know, she went through through identical situations that I went through, you know, the miscarriages and stuff, and it's a lot on your spirit for someone to do these things to you, you know, and not really feel bad. They're just apologizing, hoping that you'll take them back secretly, but they try to act like they're not desperate to come back into your life. So they'll come back just to apologize, but they also are coming back because they secretly want to get back into your life. So if they see that you moved on, they'll sit there and look like sad puppies and apologize because they don't have a chance to come back into they don't have access to you anymore. But that does not mean that the narcissist changed. That doesn't mean the narcissist changed. You wanna ask yourself if someone has changed. Look at yourself. Yeah, all of us are capable of change, but look, not too much of my personality has changed. I'm still who I've always been. Yes, I've grew a lot. I've learned a lot. You know, I might have been ignorant from certain situations, and those ignorant situations made me grow up, you know, a little bit, but I still have empathy for people. You know, I'm still the type of person that I won't use men and go from one man to the next just to keep myself feeling, you know, confident, you know, because that's what certain women do. And that's what sometimes you might even do when you break up with the narcissist, because you know you got played, and now you're living very risky because you're hurt. And when you're hurt, you know, you do things that you normally wouldn't do. And then when it gets you attention, you start to think like, this is who I'm going to be because it's giving me attention, and it's better than where I was at. You know, you're upset, you're pissed. But you won't be able to live like that for too long because it's just not who you are. It's just, you might have a moment where, you know, you're doing your slut walk. You're like, I'm gonna do the Amber Rose slut walk. Women empowerment. You're mad. You know what I'm saying? But when you heal, you realize that you're still who you've always been. You're hurt, and you're hurt because you thought you had the type of love and forgiveness in a relationship that you've always wanted, and you realize that it wasn't healthy and it wasn't really love, and it really messes you up. It really messes you up. It messes how you look at relationships, how you look at people. It makes you realize that you could be around someone for so many years and not know them at all. It's like, dang, how was I with you all these years? I thought I knew you. I knew you had that streak to you, but I really didn't know you like that because, you laughed in my face in the end and you never looked back. And even when you looked back, you only looked back to laugh at me some more, So that's what you need to understand, is that type of behavior, yeah, they can adjust their behavior, but you can't change the way the narcissist feels about life and people. That's why, like I said, they don't care when you call them a narcissist. They don't care if you call them the devil. They know exactly how you feel. They can describe to you exactly how they make you feel when they do certain things to you. And if that's not proof that you're dealing with a sick person, someone that you really don't want to grow old with, you don't really, that it's not of value to you, that's not a valuable person, because that's who they are to their core. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how fake they are with other people, that's who they are to their core, and the other day I was thinking to myself, when people are who they are to their core, it's like you don't really want to accept it. There's a part of you that just does not want to accept that. You're just like, how could that be who they are to their core? How is that possible? But it truly is who they are, and I'm just saying from experience, because like I said, I was thinking to myself the other day, like, why is it so hard to believe that someone is who they're showing you to be? And the proof is in the pudding. It's in their behavior and their demeanor. They're just very careless. You can't change anyone, and yeah, they can change for the new supply, but it's still who they are to their core. It's still who they are to their core. And like I said many times, relationships, you guys, they're not perfect. So when stuff starts to go downhill for the narcissist, not everyone is going to have their back the same. This is why they always come back around, and they're almost wanting you to be their friend. They come back around for you to be a friend to them. That's sick. That's some real sick shit, So I rambled on, you guys, for a while. And, I just wanted to come on here and just talk about the narcissist, the new supply, what it seems like, it looks like is going on over there. Express. Sorry, I'm washing my car, you guys. But yeah, it looks like, they're living that life that you wanted. But trust me, you guys, the narcissists, they're not even worth it. For them to, at least for me in my situation, for them to see me get so sick, mentally, physically, I got really, really sick. And to this day, I'm still going through a lot physically, you know. What's going on? Yeah, to this day, I'm still going through a lot, you know. Just, I'm never going to be the same again. Let's just say that. You know, from when I met them till right now, they literally sucked the life out of me. I don't have the energy mentally for anything, for any bullshit. I don't have no energy for any bullshit, you know. And that's what you just deal with when you're dealing with these type of people. It's like they're not gonna apologize for anything. You know, when I went through a miscarriage, the narcissist didn't care. They basically were saying like, you know, good thing the baby died. At least the baby doesn't have to live in this fucked up world. They were saying so many things to me, but it was very hurtful for me because while I was with them, family and friends and everyone, even his family, would say, like, don't you want kids? Like, they're looking at me like, girl, time is ticking, you know? Don't you want kids? Don't you want certain things? And I'm just like, you know, or when his family and children in his family were around, or his kids were around, I would do their hair. You know, two of his nieces, I remember doing their hair. I did his daughter's hair, his niece's hair, and I remember when I was doing his niece's hair, his niece said, I wish you were my mom. You know, when kids are telling you they wish you were their mom, that lets you know that even kids could tell how badly I wanted children. How I was able to take my time and have patience for them. They can tell when someone has patience for them. And the narcissists, they didn't really have too much patience. They could pretend to be a good dad. They could take their kids to nice places. They can buy their kids things. But their patience, you know, it might seem like they're interested in their kids, especially their favorite ones, but their patience runs low, especially when they're toddlers, when they're real little, you know. So yeah, their patience definitely runs really low. And even their, you know, the narcissist friends, you know, when I would be around the narcissist friends and they had kids, even they would ask me, like, you know, I could tell you want kids, I could tell you like kids, you know. And like I said, the narcissist knows all these things, and they'll sit there and still waste your time. They'll sit there and still treat you like shit. They'll sit there and sell you dreams. You know, right now is not the right time. We have to do this. We have to do that. We have to do this. And then when it is the time, that's when they leave. When it's time, that's when they leave. And that's why so many women feel like, dang, just when you thought you finally got a break, you're gonna realize that the break is up, the relationship is up, there's nothing left to give, the narcissist has nothing to offer you anymore. They already took everything. They took your dreams, they took your hope, they took your expectations, they took your views on life away, they took your joy when it came to, you know, just relationships and friendships and, you know, holidays, and, you know, even when it comes to children, like, they took that away from me too, because now when people ask me that question, I'm like, no, I don't want kids, because I feel like a lot of people are forced to grow up when they have children, and I was forced to grow up when my baby died, and I got to see the world in a different way from my friends and family. You know, like they had to go through it while having kids, and I had to go through it, you know, while going through really crazy situations, you know, and they just took that joy away from me, that the want to even have a family. Like, they took all that away from me. Like, I couldn't see myself having a family, having children. It's not, I know a lot of people will tell me, oh, you're just saying that, but no, they really took that away from me, because having children, and it's not what it's cracked up to be. A lot of people tell me, oh, well, you get the love of a child, or people tell me, oh, you know, who's going to take care of you? And it's like, why would you expect your children to take care of you when you get older? I mean, yeah, you would want them to, because, you know, who else can you trust? But at the same time, it's like, you know, your kids can get older and hate you. They can get older and feel like you didn't do enough for them, or you picked the wrong man to have a child with, and get blamed for picking the wrong man, you know. Or you could over spoil your kids, or you could give your kids everything, and then they think they're smarter than you, and now they're acting up, you know. Life is just not what it's cracked up to be. And the narcissist has no joy because of this. And then this is why they stick around you, because they want you to feel how they feel, you know. I still, you know, I'm not going to give up hope in having that fantasy that I wanted. I'm not going to give up the hope on love. And I don't feel like anyone should give up on you know, the hope of love, family, and things like that. You shouldn't give those things up. But it's not something that I'm like, oh, if I don't get it, I'm not going to be happy, or I'm not happy because I don't have it. It's something that it's like, if it happened, it happened. But I'm not really expecting it to happen either. You know, I have no high expectations. I'm worried about the now. I'm worried about surviving. I'm worried about living now in the present moment. You know, relationships, people are just not. You could be around people for a long time and just never know them. You know, so trust me when I say that all the narcissists that I've seen, majority of them, especially when they go from one marriage to another, after they get divorced and say they get married again, all their other marriages and relationships are never going to be as long as that one relationship that they were in. Their relationships get shorter and shorter and shorter. And that's from what I've experienced with everyone in my family, people that I've seen go through situations like this. The men, they'll go from one person to another person, to a younger person. They'll start, you know, they'll date a younger woman, triangulate that younger woman with their teenage daughters or with their adult kids. Like, their games never stop. And a lot of people usually give in to the narcissist. They accept who they are, and they still have these people around. They'll still invite the narcissist to the cookout, you know, just because you're so-and-so's father or dad. And you know, the narcissist puts on that mask for their children. You know, they put on that mask for their children. So we have to learn just to be happy for ourselves, you know, and just, you know, don't be hard on yourself, you know. A lot of people go through, you know, life isn't perfect. We all go through things. We all battle through things, you know. We're all gonna get old. We're all gonna experience illnesses and all kind of things, you know. There's always gonna be something. There's always gonna be a battle. You know, sometimes we worry about the narcissist karma, or the narcissist tells you that they got their karma, and it's like, you know, people are just doing whatever they want to do, and people are always going to show you what they're about with their actions, and that's just what it is. And you could either just accept it, you know, keep people people from a distance and you feel like they're too dangerous to be around you, you know, it's gonna impact your life in some type of way. And really that's all you can do, you know, because if you just push people away just because they have narcissistic traits, you're just gonna be alone. And I know that because I pushed everyone away. And it's something that I tend to do a lot when I feel like someone does something that I don't like, or, you know, or if I tell them I don't like it, or I tell them that what they're doing is not right, and then they keep doing it. But I know they don't mean to do it. They just have been programmed to do it for so long. They've been living their life like that for so long that they don't know how to, you know, keep it cute, you know. So it'll turn you off, and it'll make you feel like you don't want to be around people anymore. You'll start feeling like you just don't like people, you know. And trust me, it's a lonely life. It's better to just know who you are and not be in battle, you know, with the world. So I'm gonna end this video right here, you guys. I know I rambled on and on and on, but I did have something I wanted to share with you guys, and it just, you know, I forgot all about it. I'll probably remember later on. It was something I really wanted to express in this video, and I just forgot it. So I rambled on a little bit, hoping that I would remember, and I did not remember. But no, the narcissist, you know, you can't worry about their happiness with whoever they're running around with. Just know that these people will keep antagonizing you. They'll keep trying to stay connected to you years later, and it's really just a sign of disrespect towards them. They don't change. They don't feel sorry. They don't see what they did wrong. They feel like you deserved whatever they did. They feel like, hey, I only do stuff to people when they deserve it. And whatever you were doing, you deserved it, and that's why I did it to you. That's how they view it, even if they're wrong, because they're justifying their actions. And that's basically who they are to their core. You know, you can see these things and adjust them because you're an empath. You can see these things and change these things about yourself. The narcissist tries to do the same, but they have to beat people down in order to do it, because it's so hard for them, you know. It's so freaking hard for them, and it doesn't make any sense. But it's because they don't want to hurt. They don't want to hurt the same way they're hurting you, so they'd rather just watch you be hurt, you know. And that makes them feel powerful, you know. It's like, you're crying for me, you know. I must be this great person then. You say I'm evil, but you love me, so there has to be something great about me. And now, you know, you being forgiving has turned the narcissist into someone who's not feeling sorry for you at all, who feels like they didn't do anything, you know. This is why you can't even talk to them. You can't even be their friend, you know, because to them it's like they're just going to ignore everything they've ever done to you. So you have to allow people to live with the choices they made, you know. They moved on to a new supply, and they come back years later. No, let them live with the choice that they made. Just the same way you had to live with the choice that you made of sacrificing yourself to someone that wasn't there for you the way you were for them, and you didn't pay attention to the signs. You know, you didn't pay attention to the signs. So you had to pay for that. Everyone has to pay for their actions. And sometimes it just sucks because no one even told you. That's what pisses a lot of people off, is no one told you. Your parents didn't tell you, or they told you, but you didn't really understand it. And they didn't put an emphasis on how serious it was. And that's what really pisses people off, because I know that's what pissed me off. It's like they'll tell you stuff, but if you know this is a life and death topic, if this is a topic of life and death, you should have been telling me about this shit you know, from a young age and never sugarcoated anything, you know. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace. It was nice talking to you guys all. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I haven't been editing any of my videos. I've just been making videos while I've been driving, and because I really don't have the energy or time. So you know, I'm sending you guys lots of love. Talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.